Look, let's move on to, depending on who you are, mainly really one person today that would be happy with this. On to the Canberra Times. Qantas soars back from the brink with a $2.5 billion profit. After being 11 weeks from insolvency and incurring $7 billion in losses during the COVID-19 pandemic, Qantas is in its strongest financial position ever, its departing chief executive says. And that outgoing CEO, Alan Joyce, was pleased that given those results today, that his $24 million golden handshake is a certainty. As certain as your next Qantas flight will be delayed or cancelled. However, while the airlines, banks, Woolies and Coles have all raked in billions of dollars in profits this year, it's in stark contrast to the theft happening in supermarkets, which these bosses say is organised crime. Siri, show me an out-of-touch executive and I'll show you all of the blokes that run those major corporations this week, because I'm pretty sure it's not the bikies popping avos through as brown onions at the self-service checkouts. It's everyday Australians who are being slugged almost a 100% markup of basic foods and everyday essentials like frozen veggies and tinned fish. But thankfully, Mr. Joyce, who also heads up budget carrier Jetstar, he gets it. He understands the plight of regular Australians like you and me.
How do you think the general public struggling with those costs, those pressures at the moment, look at a CEO who gets a $24 million golden handshake?
I've come from a very working class background. I recognise the difficulties that people have with cost of living. I had that when I was growing up.
Don't worry, he gets it, because once upon a time he lived in a house that had only 2 doors, and now he's renovating a $1 million Point Piper mansion. Look, more to come on this as no doubt Mr. Joyce continues his farewell tour.